Hey folks, this is Rachel Koklowski from Cooking with Mrs. G, and today we've got one of the weirdest edibles out there. This is an edible shelf mushroom called beefsteak or ox tongue, and it even looks like it's got some little taste buds on the top. It's very gelatinous. And believe it or not, it does taste a little bit like beef, like raw beef when you taste it raw. And I wouldn't suggest eating any wild mushrooms raw, even if they are edible raw, and this one is edible raw. I would always cook your mushrooms, and once you cook it, it does taste more like a mushroom. It doesn't taste like steak, but it has the consistency of raw steak. And it actually even bleeds like raw meat. So I'm going to cut this, and I will show you after I cut it. Okay, so it was sort of like performing minor surgery to get this mushroom out from under the stump. This mushroom can be found on dead or dying oak trees. And you can see when I cut it that it has white pores, and the pores are pretty large and pretty well spaced underneath. And if I were to squeeze this mushroom, which I'm not going to do because I want to take it home and collect it, but if I were to squeeze this mushroom, it would exude a red liquid that looks like blood. So it's really a fascinating mushroom. It's a bit acidic. There's some tannins in it. So what people do to cook this is they will usually soak it in milk for an hour or so before they cut it up and saute. Like you would cook it like a piece of steak, and the texture is similar to a piece of steak, like I said. And it's a little sour, and once you cook it and eat it, it doesn't taste like steak at all. It tastes more like a mushroom, and like a sour mushroom. So pretty fascinating. The ox tongue or beefsteak mushroom. It's a polypore, and it's perfectly edible. So this is Rachel Koklowski from Cooking with Mrs. G.